Yeah, Coach. I guess with it being midway through the week, how are you guys feeling?
Good. Spirited practices starting on Monday. I thought the guys did a nice job bouncing back. Obviously, great to get a win and had a pep in our step. And now we got to build on that momentum and keep it going. But solid week of practice so far. We still, just because today's the last day in pads doesn't mean tomorrow and Friday that we shut it down. And we still got a lot of work to do that we can get done tomorrow in our spiders practice and then Friday in helmets.
And with that, I think we asked yesterday about waivers for the guys in Chase's class. What I want to know is Bimage. He opted out last year, and he came to you guys this year. Would he ostensibly have that COVID year of eligibility to use after this year?
His situation is a little bit different, Trace. His would be because he didn't play last year during the COVID year, so essentially this is his bonus year. But there is some things that he's doing with the NCAA that's in the works. It's really going to be in the hands of the NCAA, but it's not the same situation as some of the other guys, Nico and Chase and those guys. It's different.
Gotcha. And on an Oregon State related note, you were on the same staff at Cal back in the mid 2000s with Jim Halchek, and you guys have talked about their offensive line pretty frequently when we've asked. What stands out about the way that Coach M coaches his guys and how his offensive lines have taken to it?
Yeah, they're a very physical bunch. They come off the ball. They move the line of scrimmage consistently. Technically sound, know who they're blocking, know who they're working to. And so, yeah, he's done a great job with those guys. And then they have some talented players. I mean, it takes both, right? And they've done a great job with that group and really run and pass game. They are very, very sound and, physically gifted.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Justin, besides being better, can you point to anything that's different about this Oregon State team from past recent years?
Teams change every year, Jake, but I think, this team that we're playing plays consistently well in all three phases. I think each of their units have helped win them games at times. And you look at obviously offensively what they're doing, scoring a ton of points and running the ball and hitting big plays. They've only punted, I think, 16 times this season, which is a really, pretty low number. Special teams, they've blocked kicks. They got good return men. And then defensively taking the ball away and creating negative plays, real active defensively. So just, there's really no weakness in their team. They're very good in all three phases, and they have some excellent players.
You don't hear as much about Chance Nolan as you do Baylor, but he's leading the league in passer rating. Can you talk about him a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, he's done an excellent job. He's, throwing it. He's kind of doing it all, to be honest with you. The drop back game, play action game, which is a big part of it. He spreads the ball around. He gets it to the tight ends, to the receivers, to the backs. He'll run it in a pass situation, and he'll run it on some RPO QB run game. So he has made plays with both his arm and his feet, and he is very much in rhythm. And he knows when to take a shot, and he'll send it down the field and doesn't think twice about it. When he decides where he's going with the ball, he's going to cut it loose. There's not a lot of indecisiveness in his play.
Go ahead, Chase. Or go ahead, Trace.
Yeah. I think I'd be remiss if we didn't ask about Oregon State's tight ends. They got Quatoriano and they got Luke Musgrave. Obviously, there's the relationship there. What have you seen from that duo in particular? It seems like they're very good in run blocking as well as running routes.
Yeah, they kind of traditional tight ends, both of them, and they both can block at the line of scrimmage, play in the C gap, block defensive ends, linebackers, safeties, and then are very productive in the pass game. down the field, quick game, screens to them. They're, and they'll play more than two, but those two are the first two that you'll see. And, stature wise, they look like tight ends. I mean, those guys, and, we know Luke well, we recruited him out of high school, and, they're both 6'5", 6'6", 250-pound guys that are athletes. So and they do a good job utilizing their skills as well. So fits what they do.
Thank you.
Justin, anything new as far as player availability from 2 days ago?
No, DeCarlos is still day to day. We're hopeful that we'll get him for this weekend, but nothing has been determined yet. Are
you still hoping for Coyne sometime this year?
We are. It's just going to be between Coyne and the doctors. I think it's going to be a week-to-week deal, but there's nothing imminent, this week. Good. David, do you have any questions?
I just got on here, so I hope it hasn't been asked already. Your outside linebackers, especially the two new guys we all know about Cam, but how have they really come along? Speaking of Maj and Croteau.
Yeah. So Braxton's played quite a bit for us in the last couple of years. Braxton is a steady guy. We always know what we're going to get from Braxton. He's a extremely tough guy. He's physical at the point of attack, knows what to do, and a guy that we count on. Marquez Bimage, he's brand new this year, and so he's had a steeper learning curve, but he's made some excellent plays here recently. And as he's got more comfortable within the defense, he's a guy that can be tough to block on the edge and in the run game and in the rushing the quarterback. So he's really been noticeable in the last 3 to 4 weeks and his improvement. And we're really glad that he's with us.
Were you surprised when he came in this spring?
Marquez?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a unique story, but he did not play last year and was interested in going to graduate school here, and so we had connected with him, and we knew kind of some things would have to happen, and fortunately they did, and he joined us, and really has been a great fit. He's a very focused guy. He's a tough guy. He practices hard. He knows what he wants to do. He's a good teammate, and he's really fit in well here with our team.
Thanks.
All good.